Hello, and welcome. I hope you're fine. I'm fine. We thank God for another day. I hope you too are thankful and grateful for another day. We pray for those who are suffering, and we hope that God will intervene in all the cases. Today, I want to ask you a question. Welcome. Those who are joining, welcome. My name is Winnie Kamuya, CEO International Renaissance Center, an international best-selling author, a speaker, and a coach. I want to ask you, what is your next move? As the pandemic is taking its toll, what is your next move? And how do you pivot to make sure that you're not left behind? Because definitely everything that has a beginning, it must have an end. It is even written in the Bible. I believe in God and I read the Bible. So if everything that has a beginning must have an end, when the end of this pandemic comes, what or if you are successful in terms of being around at that time, what or where do you see yourself? And if you do, how are you preparing yourself for that time? Because to cope in the next season. So what is your next move, and how can you pivot that so that you're not left behind? And I'm sure it's a question that is going around your head and you're wondering, what do you need to do? Where do you start? How do you get there? And the good thing about asking such questions, it means you're thinking about, after this session, where would you love to be or to be of use in this planet? Because it means your purpose is not yet complete and you need to start working on where you should be. So you need clarity. That's the question you are asking. You need clarity. And for you to have clarity, you need to know where you are right now. So where you are right now, is it the same place you'd like to be when this season is over? If it is not, or if you want to be in a better place, how do you prepare yourself to get to that place? So what do you need to do at this time, during quarantine, isolation, lockdown? What should you be focusing on? Because I know the news coming in, they're really scary and very making you maybe very anxious. And if they're doing that, they're not helping to motivate you, to keep you focused on what you should be focusing. So let's get to the basic and start asking the question, what should you be doing right now to help you to prepare you for the next season, when the pandemic will be over, or when it comes to an end? What do you need to do? What should you be thinking about, or what should you be working on? You need that clarity. And that is where I bring in a framework that will help you to discover where you are, or what you need to start working on, so that you are working on something that is taking you towards where you want to be in the next season. For now, you are looking at knowing, where am I at this point? I want you to imagine you've walked into a mall, a shopping mall, and you have some shopping you want to do. You want to buy maybe some clothing, you want to buy a pair of shoes. They say in this shopping mall, there are very nice stores. You can get good shoes, you can get good suits, you can get good clothing. and you're not sure which floor or which store number you need to walk into. So you walk to a place where you find them giving direction, and for them to give you direction, they tell you where you are at this point in your life. You need to start with, where are you right now? So you go there and you find, I'm on the ground floor, or what they call the lower ground. I'm at this particular point, and the store I want to go to is on the second or the third floor. There's a lift on my left, 100 meters from where I am. There's a staircase I can take, which is immediately on my right, or whatever the direction they give you. And now you've got to start moving according to those directions. So you make your move. You know where you are, and you know where you need to be, and you know you've got choices on how to get to where you want to go. So that is the same thing you're going to do with your life. You need to find out where you are right now. So you ask yourself, where am I right now? Is this the place I want to be in the next 1 year, 2 years, or whatever the period that you want to set for yourself? Okay, let's say it's 6 months and the pandemic is over. And you know for sure, when the HR begins to look at who they need to do away with, you obviously don't want to be in that list of people. And you say to yourself, surely, the only work I do in this office is just sending paperwork from one office to another. I'm actually not even good at communicating. I'm actually not good at anything. I could learn something that can help me, so that when I go back, when they are dismissing, or when they decide they need to cut down on the people who are working, I will not fall victim in that. And I'm going to learn something that they are going to require at that particular time. And you tell yourself, I'm going to pick on 3 skills I'm going to learn. For us, right now, we are on 21 days being isolated from the other areas, other parts of the country. So within these 21 days, what do I need to do? For each week, I could allocate 1 skill to learn. And each week, I should be able to completely understand or be able to use the skill that I'm learning. And in the 21 days, I could have learned 3 different skills, and I could start applying them. What about you? You have maybe 14 days to go, or you have been given 30 days. In those 30 days, you have already identified what or where you are good at, or where you are, and you know very well in the next 20 days or in the next 7 days, you need to upgrade your skills and learn something that will enable you to fit in and to enable you not to be left behind. What is that skill that you need to learn? And that is why I said you need to start by knowing where you are and knowing where you want to be. Luckily for me, at least I'd started already using like Skype, using Zoom, which I know was very, very, very good in terms of just meeting. At the time, and it was good for meeting. And when they brought in Google Hangouts, I was also using that. I also had learned and started using Zoom. So in terms of training, I know I'm not at the best. I need to learn more about it, so that by the time we are done, I feel really comfortable with using it to the level where I would love to be. This does not mean that you don't have that skill and you're wondering now, at least you are someone. What about me? I am going to start. Let me tell you, at this moment, it looks like we are all being put at the same level. We have all been told, hold on, let's all start. We are all starting now. So there's enough time for you and me to learn. There's enough time for you to do that 1, 2, 3 skills that you have always been wishing you could learn. But unless you know where you are and where you want to be, you can't work on such a planless plan. Because they say if you don't actually plan, and you can't plan unless you know where you are and where you ought to be. So you need to start focusing on those 2 points, where you are right now and where you need to be. Because once you know those 2, then you will find a plan. And I'm not saying this so that you take 1 week trying to plan. I'm still planning. Okay, I discovered that I know Zoom up to level S. Now from S to Z, I need this whole week to be planning. No. There's not much time. You've got to keep going. Remember, the clock isn't stopped. It's still moving. Each day, you need to do something, no matter how small, but something moving you towards your goal. And that's why it says you need to pivot yourself so that you're not caught up with the things the way they are. You will be in a better position if you are doing one small change or one lesson each day, because you'll be moving closer to where you want to be. So starting today, you need to find out where you are, because that's called self-awareness. You need to be aware. Okay, I have actually never used Zoom. What the hell is this Skype? What is, there's also Go Meeting. What is that? Or which one do I feel comfortable using? For me, as of now, I know I'm comfortable using Skype and Zoom. Now yourself, you need to ask yourself, which one can I start with? And remember, you don't have to master all of them. You can choose one, work on that one, and perfect it to a level where you feel comfortable and confident when using it. And at that level, you'll be much better than somebody who is still being a spectator and watching the world moving and feeling sorry for themselves and wondering and asking, is it only me? Why me? There's no time for that. It's time to take action. And the action will start the minute you say, this is where I am. In 2 months, in 3 months, I want to know how to do or how to use the Google Sheets, the Google Documents. I want to know that. I want to know how to use the online project management tools. I want to be able to sit on my computer confidently, to use my tablet competently, to use my iPhone or my Android effectively. And that is the time you'll say, I am in a better position than I was yesterday. Because if everything is changing and you remain stuck where you are, you will find yourself displaced and you will be very sorry, because now the world will again start moving so fast that there's no time for you to catch up with anyone. And everybody will be asking you, where were you when the world, when everything was at a stagnant position? What were you doing at that time? So I want to encourage and at the same time to challenge you to find out where you are, because it is only when you know where you are, you can be able to plan for where you are going. So when I said, I refer you to 3 things that I use to help me find out and to help me move forward. I look at 3 things that we all are blessed with, and that is knowing where we are. And when I look at you, and I think of myself, I know we are all gifted, or we are all blessed in different ways. So when you start finding where you are, you could be in a better place than I am. And that does not stop me from moving forward, because my journey and your journey is different. And that is why it is so important to know where you are. When you get to know where you are, in this case, my first step that I always share with people is knowing that you're exceptional, and that means you're different. So your strengths, or your part of I am here, will be different from my where I am. And that gives you an advantage, that it means that your journey and my journey being different, you can move forward from where you are and still get to where you ought to be, because your next stop is not my next stop. So the three key words that I wanted to share with you is that you have to understand that you are exceptional. Exceptional, I mean you're different, and your self-awareness will bring that to you, and it will help you to find out where you are. What are your strengths? Self-discovery, what you need to know, where you need to start putting in effort and working, and ensuring that as you're working on investing and really learning for you, it will make a difference in the next few months, in the next few years. Stop being a spectator. I'm sorry, there's no time for that. It's time to keep moving. So we said number 1 is being exceptional, number 2 is being extraordinary, and by extraordinary, what I refer to as extraordinary is, first of all, follow all the instructions you are given by the doctors and the people who are giving you instructions to ensure you stay safe. Because self-care, which is my point under extraordinary, self-care means you take care of yourself first. When you have taken care of yourself, you can take care of others. And when you take care of others, then it means you can inspire others. You can become to others. And remember, when you become a mentor and when you take care of others, you become a mentor, and your services or your support begins to show excellence. So if you keep in mind those 3 words, exceptional, you are exceptional, you are extraordinary, and you're going to be excellent, then you know there is no chance you can start asking, or you can start wondering, what's my next move? Because clearly you've got your next move. You are exceptional, you are extraordinary, and you're going to be excellent. So practice those 3 principles, and I'm sure the question will come from those who are not aware. They say when you are aware, you will behave differently because you know. If you are not aware, then we can excuse you because you don't know. Now that you know you are exceptional, extraordinary, and excellent, are you going to sit there and still ask me the question, what is my next move? How do I pivot myself so that I'm not left behind? I doubt. I really doubt. If you're still doubting how to apply that, please get a copy of my book from Amazon or from my website. Get a copy of that book. Read it. Answer every question, and you'll have found out more about yourself, and you'll have a roadmap that will help you plan and prepare you for the next season. I know and I believe you have what it takes if only you take action. If only you take action. If you don't take action, you have no one to blame. Take action and you'll see the difference in your life, because you are still gifted to move forward, and you have what it takes to move forward. I know that because God has given you another opportunity to be here today. And being here today means that you can move forward. And there's a reason why you need to move forward. If I believe in you and God, above all, believes in you, why don't you believe in yourself, and why are you letting your Creator down? I know you're going to take a different action, and I know and believe that in the next season you shall be the best version of yourself, because you have taken the steps, you have taken the action to ensure that you're better than you are today. We will celebrate. At that time, we will celebrate. And you will celebrate that you took action today. If you're sitting there still feeling sorry, I'm telling you, there is no time for that. Take action and move your life forward, and never ask someone, what should I do to move to the next season? You already know, and you already will find out where you are and where you need to be. The action will take place when you move, not when I move. I'm already moving to that place where I want to be. Are you? If you are not, what are you waiting for, or who are you waiting for? If you are waiting for permission, I've given you permission. Or if you're still thinking, who am I to give you permission? Then God has given you permission by letting you be alive today. You have all the permission, and please step on the podium and take the action that you need to take, because we are here waiting, and we believe in you. Stop doubting yourself, because you can, and because you shall do it. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you. If you've got comments and feedback, please feel free to share them below. And until next time, enjoy and be blessed. Thank you.